everyone else, and it was like he was stating that he could have filled that spot in, um, instead of someone being AFK. Eh, probably a misunderstanding.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna check now on them. Oh, this one's cute.
And then,
How do I
yeah.
sit out?
And he had mentioned that, because we talked to each other, he had mentioned that after he brought that up, he was kicked out of the group chat. So, yeah. Because I'm friends with him, and with him and Freya, and that's, we just talk. And he was like, yeah, I got kicked out of the group chat. I was like, oh, why? And then he explained why, and that's what happened. I don't think.
I
See,
don't think he was being rude. He was
yeah,
maybe it was a sensitive moment because after what happened with Leah, maybe.
yeah, probably sensitive. A lot of people were sensitive about what I had said, and they stated I was attacking, but I was not attacking anyone. I was just stating the facts. And people felt salty about it. And then instead of stating that, like, oh, hey, my bad, people were like, no, you're wrong. That's just normal behavior when it may not be normal behavior to everyone. And yeah, that's why
Yeah, you
some
were just
people.
saying you were uncomfortable and were trying to see if everyone else was like, am I tripping or not? And they're like, you tripping.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But I mean, it's fine to ask out like other people's opinions and stuff. But I feel like the way they were kind of indicating it, were like, you if you don't want to play, then don't play. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why are you
Yeah.
complaining, kind of thing. And I'm like, she was just saying something. And then I feel
Yeah.
like John kind of took it to heart too because he's like, I'm just trying to have fun with everybody, and I didn't mean it to come off that way, you
Yeah.
know?
That's
I
definitely.
just,
Yeah.
I
Just
just,
wanted to communicate, but it ended up being weird because everybody had an opinion when it should have been like just you two.
Yeah.
right. And I'm sorry for what I had said while we were playing. I didn't mean nothing sexual or weird by it at all. Um,
Thanks.
I try to get everybody out of their comfort zone, out of their shy zone. So once they hear something weird, I just try to get a quick laugh out of them. But um, I respect everybody's relationships. Even sometimes the girls in relationships will joke around like that. So I guess I don't really know my limit or line to cross. But um, the people that weren't involved, they didn't need to say anything. I try to text them in time to not say anything because no matter what, drama always follows and people are always going to leave because of drama. But
Right, but
Hmm.
as
um,
as an admin of this big group, your job is
mhm,
to mediate things, not whenever someone's coming to you with a problem saying, "Oh, well, that's just how it is," or try having kids, or being very defensive and mean about it. That's not where you
right,
should be as an admin, because that just excludes people and makes them feel like shit. That makes all of your followers jump onto the train and attack people and make them feel absolutely horrible. And you should not be in
is
power
that
if that's how
excuse
you're
me
gonna.
talking?
Yes, it's excuse me talking.
I thought that was Leah talking. Oh,
No.
You should not be in
No,
a
she got
position of
it.
power, because if you're going to have this group full of all of these people and pose it as an inclusive place, then you should be
Hmm.
inclusive and try to mediate and be kind to people, not just block them and delete them and kick them the second they have a different opinion.
And
I feel
I
like Leah did get thrown under the bus a little bit, but.
and I'm gonna say something as well. I feel like it was just crazy how a lot of people were stating that I was starting drama when I was not stating any drama.
She was literally just
And
setting a boundary.
and then when people, like especially with Banana and Freya, they said something and people got so offensive by it. So it's like, how are people gonna have fun if somebody's gonna get offensive right away off the bat as well?
How are people supposed to set boundaries and like explain where, even if that's how your personality
Excuse
is?
me. Excuse
What?
me. Okay. You always got a point to prove or something like that. It
No,
had nothing to
it's
do with you.
No,
It had nothing to do with you.
no, no, no.
No, it
the
Excuse
had
me.
nothing
problem.
to
Wait a
do with
minute.
you.
Hold the
It
fuck
had to
up.
do with
Wait a
me and
minute.
Lua. Me and
No,
Okay,
Lua.
guys.
No, this is a
I
whole conversation. We were
You
all
can
involved in
only
this.
This is what
wait.
you came to
Let her
do.
finish her
You're
point
the one
at
who's attacking
least.
right now. You're the only one who's in attack mode.
She's not attacking. She's just stating her opinion regarding the
She was muted
situation.
that whole entire time, and now she speaks.
I was not muted the entire time. You just couldn't
You
hear
had me
me.
muted and blocked.
You literally blocked me the second I sent a message.
I had
No,
to
I
deal with the
didn't.
kids. I don't
This
know what to
is
say.
literally the exact point we're trying to make, though. Instead of listening, you immediately get defensive and start just.
Who's defensive? You're the one who's coming out of nowhere like
You
this.
literally just told me I couldn't have an opinion because it wasn't the opinion you
It
wanted
didn't
to
have to
hear.
do with you at all.
It does, though. I also
You're
left the
doing what
group
all
because.
those other people are
Okay,
doing.
okay, hold on. Leah,
Okay, this is not a
how do
constructive
you
conversation
feel
if
right
you just
now?
immediately
What'd you say?
dismiss everything I say.
I was saying, how do you feel, Leah, right now? Let's keep it a
Honestly,
little bit with Leah and John so they can have some closure.
I honestly feel like your behavior is way too flirtatious and you may be comfortable with that and you may not be aware of that. And like I said, I am in a relationship and these comments were still happening stating like you offering your number, you something about kissing your cousin or juice or something like that. And that's why I deleted
Oh,
you
Jesus.
or something like that. I honestly don't
Yeah.
know. But I just felt like the behavior was too
Okay, what
flirtatious.
do you think he can do to fix that? Is there something he could do, or are we not
Um,
able to do it
Not
anymore?
honestly, not really, because if I feel like I say something, see, like I said, it's like you can tell someone something, but it's up to them to change that behavior. So, I mean, I can give my opinion on the situation, but it's up
Right.
to them to see how they change it. And honestly, I feel like everyone just said, like, they just had a certain opinion about it. And especially Curtis, he
Right.
was like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
think that happened, but I don't know. Like, honestly, everyone's gonna have a certain opinion about it. I don't know what to say anymore because I'm just so done with the situation. But that's why I left the group because I was like, since they feel so strong about what I had to say and they're not gonna be understanding, what's the fuck a point me being in a damn group?
I was
Like, I'm
just
supposed to
thinking
have fun.
more.
I'm not gonna sit there and be
Right.
sweaty. And
I just think it was
yeah.
more like saying it in the group and not just going to the other admin about it.
But isn't there a rule also on the group stating that if you're gonna message someone, ask for permission? And there's been a couple times
Not the
where
admin.
people in the group have received a message without being asked permission as well. And then also, Excuse Me was telling me that after she said something regarding the behavior, you went and messaged her wife stating you should do better. Like, what kind of
That
behavior
wasn't
is
me, that was
that?
Jordan.
Or Jordan.
Messaged
So
her
I
wife,
don't.
you can do better about her relationship.
Oh, that's a whole different situation.
No, but it's something regarding the behavior you guys should probably look into with the group members.
No,
Because it's kind
no.
of like toxic behavior,
She
because
was
how is it a
forcing her girlfriend
different...
not allowed to play with other guys or anything like that. That she's not
Uh,
really straight.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say anymore, but I just feel like the behavior is way too flirtatious and you're aware of it and you're still doing it.
And for
I didn't
And
all
do
of
it
this...
those
tonight.
girls, all of those people in the chat
No,
saying,
but the reason why you didn't do it tonight is because we're mentioning it to you.
No, I just never knew what the line was to cross with you.
Well,
right, that's why she set a boundary, and then everyone attacked her for setting that boundary.
But she should have went to the admin, not saying it in
who...
front of a group of people.
Even if I went to the admin, just look at how everyone responded when I had
why
said
is she-
something.
I gotta go because my baby girl is waking up.
Yeah.
Why is
but,
she not allowed to say something in public about your behavior if she has an issue about it? Because you
that's
want to
starting
keep
a
everything.
whole can of worms.
No, because you want
Then
to keep
everybody's
everything
like,
behind closed doors, so
Excuse
you
me, I
can't
don't know
take
who the fuck
accountability
you're mad
for
at,
it.
but it ain't me.
Why am I
But
not
yeah.
allowed to express my opinion? Why do you keep
You're
shutting me
not.
down?
You sound so like nobody did
talking?
anything to you wrong.
I mean, honestly, that's all I have to
Once you
say. Is
left,
just like I
okay.
feel like even if I brought it to someone privately, just look at how everyone responded publicly to what I said. Everyone had a specific opinion about it. And aren't you one of the main admins in the fucking group?
It's my group.
Exactly. So I brought it to the group so everyone can see how I felt regarding the situation. And all I put was just like, hey, I felt like this needs improvement since I'm part of the group. And I was playing with most people in the group chat. So I'm like, hey, this could be for improvement. And people took it the wrong way. So yeah, that's I don't know. And it's like when something is brought up regarding the situation, a lot of people get defensive in that group.
It's not even that they get defensive. The person bringing up an issue immediately gets blocked, banned, and kicked. Nobody's allowed to have a different opinion.
Who got kicked and banned?
Banana got kicked after he stated
Because did
how
you read all the messages he even said?
Yeah, I read what he said. And all
Again,
he
had a
stated,
different opinion than you, so you kicked him.
all he
Again,
stated
it
was
wasn't for sweats at
that
all. He cares
all
about
I-
his KD more than staying with his team.
He cares
it
about
wasn't-
you not going AFK every 5 seconds. He wants to play the game with people who actually play the game, not with people who just sit
They
in the
had
car.
no microphone. It was boring as shit. It got quiet. I got tired.
I have a question then. So if you were going AFK, when the times that I've experienced you going AFK, how come we can still hear you texting on your phone or your computer
You're clicky
if
clacky,
you're
click, click,
AFK?
click, click.
And it's pretty
Okay.
loud to hear it.
And it's all the time.
Okay. I'm answering somebody back to us in the group chat.
Yeah, then don't
What do
play
you
the
mean?
game.
All Banana's
Just
point
'cause
was
I'm the
stating
same
that, and
Doesn't
someone
make
else had
sense.
stated this, Zombie had agreed in the group chat. You can like go back and look at all the messages. She was stating that like there's times you go AFK. Banana brought up how you gone AFK and he was just trying to play the game and how he could have the spot for somebody else. That's all he brought up. And then he got kicked from the group.
Right.
It was nothing regard his
Nobody even invited him. We invited Freya and he just always joins along and then he joined.
because
Why
the
is that a
reason
problem?
why
Wouldn't
Everyone's
even
allowed to
stay
bring
with the
other
team.
people.
the reason why they joined together is because they're a couple, just like me and Grecia, how we play together,
I
or
know.
Hicks. So it's like automatically, even if it's just Freya, that's her partner. He's gonna join as well. So it shouldn't even matter if whoever invited him.
No, it's
But then
because he
somebody
only
has
to
wants
sit
new
out and
members if
rotate.
it's women.
And then not only that,
Ah, see,
like-
you didn't need to say that. Why? Okay, excuse me, grow up.
say what? Say what?
Because they're women?
I'm calling him out that the only reason he doesn't want Reese in there is because it's not a woman. That's literally the
Right.
only reason he's pissed off about another man joining his group.
Who's pissed off? Somebody has to sit out, and then I'll have to sit out, and I just invited Gretz to play. So then how is that fair?
How
I
is
get
it
better
fair that
along
you're
with Jones.
excluding Reese?
Excluding him, that's not for him, the chat. You could tell.
You could tell why, because it's nothing but women,
Oh
because you
my
only
God.
include women?
Oh my god. Just because you keep saying that doesn't mean it's true.
You're not giving me a better reason why he's not invited to the
I don't
chat.
need to give you any reason. You left, you're gone.
The reason why she left the group because the group is too chaotic and it feels like it needs some work as a group, honestly. That's the
Right.
reason why she
Hella
left.
And she
talk-
felt
I-
like everybody was attacking you and she had to
They
speak up
were.
for you.
They
I
were
left because
attacking
I
They weren't
didn't like how
attacking
the
you.
group mentality.
They-
They were.
Nobody was
They-
attacking each other.
I
at all.
wouldn't.
They
I wouldn't
100%
use
were.
the term attacking, but they probably disagreed
Exactly.
with
There you
me.
go.
And hold on,
There you go.
they probably disagreed with me, and they stated the behavior was not true. But there's true behavior.
Even
mean,
if he didn't intend
yeah.
it a certain way, it still came across to Leah that way, and she was setting a boundary. Whether you meant it one way or the other, she was setting a boundary, and everyone came at her for it.
And she should have told me that, no?
She did. That's literally what I just said. She set a boundary with you, and everyone attacked
In
her
the middle
for it.
of the group. Yes.
So
in the
what
middle
if it
of
was in the
everybody.
middle of the group or not?
Yeah, I just didn't agree with how Demon reacted to the situation. And yeah, I mean, like I said, the group needs some work. If you're gonna have a group, like, to have fun and, like,
Don't
just
be so
play the
toxic.
game and not be sweaty, like, it needs some work. That's pretty much it.
Okay. And you do read in the rules at the beginning that it's dark humor and, you know, that lines are going to be crossed. Trigger words are always going to be said, right?
What about the group? What about the group rules?
He said that just because in the group rules it says that dark humor is to be expected and lines are bound to be crossed, that you're not allowed to set boundaries. Because that's just how he is.
That's not what
That's
I'm saying.
exactly what you just said.
See,
I mean,
just the way she's going about it is so wrong.
What did you say, John? What did you say about the group rules?
That is dark humor?
There's two different things. There's dark humor, and then there's flirtatious behavior. That is not dark humor.
How
And
would that
some
be
people
flirtatious?
I mean,
How's
have
it
you
flirtatious?
seen?
I'm just wondering.
How is it?
I don't
so,
like you or attracted to you, nothing
mean,
like that. I'm just saying it. out loud.
Honestly, you said, like, even when I called Grecia Pookie, you're like, ooh, she's calling me Pookie. That's flirtatious.
So what? You see how small that is?
You see, that's the thing.
But it doesn't matter.
No, hold on,
Is
hold
she-
on, hey, excuse me. Hold on, girl. Wait a minute. So you said, so what? So when I'm stating how I felt, you're like, so what? And that's how a lot of people felt about the situation.
Instead of validating
So-
her feeling.
That's what I mean. That's why we're so feeling a certain way about the situation. And that's why a lot of people in your group chat left because of that type of behavior.
Who
So you're
left?
like-
Nobody even left.
So
We've literally given you so many examples of everyone who's left or been
and
kicked.
that's
Who?
That's-
There's still over 200 people in there. Who am I worried about?
and not only that,
Fine, then you
You-
don't need us. Then why are you here talking to
I
us
had to mute
if
her.
you
I'm
have all
sorry.
of these
She just
people?
said fuck you, I'm pretty sure. But
I did not say
Jordan and all
fuck
them
you.
are gonna start a whole bunch of shit over there and say whatever they need to about girls and pedophiles, Leah.
I
This is
mean,
all going off the wrong way and stuff like that. But wow,
it's not going the wrong way. It's just you're
It is.
disagreeing with it
not.
and you're ignoring the behavior because you're like, so what? Yeah, whatever. It's dark humor behavior. It's not
but
crossing
you
a
guys have literally
boundary.
said jokes worse than that. Why is this just coming up now?
We only have been playing together for a short amount of time, and
Right.
I've had to take in all this behavior and
Since
see
day
how
one, because I
I
already
feel
knew on
about
day
it.
one you didn't like me. That's why I was trying to go towards Gretzky. and
What
say,
made you feel like I didn't like you?
"Oh, then
since day
come
one?"
on."
Because you didn't flirt back with them?
If only I could watch my recording, something happened to where you and I just kind of went off our own ways after the first
You
time.
want to
couple
know
times.
why we went our own ways, and apparently you didn't think that I didn't like you, is because there's a boundary.
Right.
There is that boundary, and that's how you think I didn't like you, but I actually had fun playing with you until this behavior started popping up. Because I'm in a relationship, and people who
Right,
are in a
and I
relationship,
respect it,
and
and
now
nor
listen
do
to
I
this.
But
want
you're
you.
not respecting
Okay.
it.
There's people who are going to be in a relationship and they're more laid back than me, but I'm not like that. And so, I mean, it wasn't that I didn't even like you. It's just behavior. You're too flirty.
Okay, then let me talk to your partner and apologize to them.
She's not here. Why do you need to even speak to my partner in the first place?
Because if it offended you, then it should offend her.
Honestly, I don't feel like you need to speak to my partner at all because he wasn't even part in this situation. I'm not even bringing up how it offended him, but it did. I just felt uncomfortable.
I am back.
Wouldn't I talk to him the same way that I talk to you, though? I talk
As
to the
my
guys
partner,
the same way.
even if you did, is he even in the group chat? No, he's not.
I don't know.
Have
I
you
don't
spoke
know
to
He's not
him?
allowed to be in the
I'm
group chat, 'cause
I'm
only
trying to
women are.
explain to you. Is he in the group chat? No. Have you spoke to him? No. So there's no need for you to speak to him in the first place. So there's no need for you to
I ate too much
apologize to
cream
him.
cheese.
So I'm back.
Welcome back.
I know I'm lactose intolerant, but that shit's too good not to eat. I had cream cheese and a bagel. Okay, any progress, you guys?
Not
Muted
really,
me.
because I had stated how I felt that when I called you Pookie, I didn't really like feel comfortable with it, and he was like, "So what?" And he said there's dark humor in the chat and boundaries are possibly going to be crossed
He
because
said that
of the
it's in the
dark
group
humor.
rules. He said it's in the
And it's
group rules,
stated
so
in the
it's
group rules.
expected. Dark humor is
When she
expected.
called you puke, I had to mute. Excuse me, because she said "fuck you."
I
But
did not say fuck
uh,
you.
She,
um,
she didn't say
uh,
fuck you. She
yeah, I
was
don't
just
know what she
calling
said.
you out on your behavior
It's
that
okay.
you're not used to being called out on, and you
So he
felt
muted me.
offended and you didn't want to
Muted?
hear it, so
Okay,
you muted her.
I've been having this
okay, so
chat go for 3 or 4 years.
three.
This has happened already before,
Yeah, maybe you
But
should look at your own fucking behavior
something
then.
like this,
Oh my god.
drama like this. That's why I'm just so the whole when she called you Pookie and stuff like that. I was literally just joking.
you're
The fact that you took
joking.
offense to it, just I said
So
it
I'm
out
gonna
loud. I
tell
didn't
you
mean it
one
towards
fucking
you.
thing, John. I'm gonna tell you one fucking last thing. You're
Okay.
joking about the fucking situation, saying that Pookie is not a big fucking deal, but to me
It's
it is because
not.
I'm in a motherfucking relationship and you're still doing the fucking behavior that's offensive to me,
And you don't
and
think
it's
there's anything wrong with it.
like you don't think anything's wrong with it, and I'm just baffled.
You
Like
can't treat every single person the same
yeah.
I
way.
don't. And if I was to play with him, I would be calling him the same thing and just messing around with him. I don't
No,
But
you
understand.
he's
wouldn't.
not in the fucking group in the first
Okay,
place.
okay, let's use somebody else's boyfriend for example or something like
I
that.
don't think we need to use any example. I think at the end of the day, the group that you have needs to be checked. And you can either stay here and accept that we're trying to explain to you regarding the situation, or you can
Gretzy, maybe you
leave.
can explain to me the right way though.
See, he doesn't like what you're saying, so he's ignoring you now and trying to talk to Gretzy.
Gretzy, you're gonna have to explain it to me in
I
much
think,
easier terms than this, because this is
Okay, so okay. So what I
like,
am understanding is Leah
please.
is very upset with the fact that the flirting and stuff that's going on
Okay,
was addressed in the group,
right.
but taken lightly. Like if it wasn't as important as she tried
He's
to
brushing it off.
make it sound, and just brushing off the fact that she tried to ask for advice or help from other people and she got, isolated and she felt the need to leave the group where we have actually found pretty good players thanks to John's group, people that are fun to play with and stuff.
Right.
And she's just wanting to say that she didn't feel comfortable with the side comments and stuff, and
Okay.
maybe John could have been better in explaining that if he does go far to use certain phrases
Right.
or let him be aware of it, because he on his side he's saying that he does it so often that it's like natural to him to be that way, but I don't think he's
But she
understanding that
is
Right.
Leah is.
saying that. She is setting those boundaries, and
I
he's
have been
still,
working here,
even now,
Gretzy.
just
I can only
brushing it
hear you
off.
right now.
and my thing
He
is
muted her
that
too. He
Oh,
muted
did she
her.
just get disconnected?
no, she didn't get disconnected. She's still here. You just muted her. Smart
Gretzy?
ass.
It went quiet.
It
Oh.
went quiet because we don't have
I
anything
don't
to
understand.
explain to you because you're in denial
Is it the
of your
Wi-Fi? I think I
behavior
tripped up.
and you're not understanding what we're saying. I mean, you're understanding it, but you're not listening and you're not going to take it in. So that's all. Or it's like even when I try to say something, it's brushed off. And it's just like, so what? Why do you feel that way?
I don't think he's even listening anymore.
I don't think so. I think he's just honestly laughing about the situation. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. The group needs work, honestly, with the toxic people in there anyway. The group is not even fun anymore. That's why I left, because I was like, yeah, I'm out. Like, there's no need to be here.
I think more than the group needs work. I think he is the problem and
The
he's
main
being kicked
admin
out.
needs work.
Yeah.
The main admin, yeah. It really does.
Hmm. The issue is like, he, even now he's like, oh, it's not a big deal. That's just dark humor. It says in the rules. Okay, but if someone makes a joke and if I come to you and I say, hey, this joke made me uncomfortable. Please don't do this again. Any normal, rational person would be like, oh, my bad. I joke around a lot like that, but I'll try to be more mindful when I'm speaking to you in the future. That would be a good
Yeah.
answer, not no, that's just how I am. You're
Yes,
making a
I
big deal
muted.
about it. You're
It's
you're
Hey,
you're being
girl.
dramatic. You're causing
my
drama.
Wi-Fi like
Are you still here?
took me out. Yeah, my Wi-Fi
Yeah.
took me out, and I was like, wait, I was talking.
Oh, nothing. We were
Welcome
just.
back.
I think we were
Okay,
just stating
Okay, I have them muted,
that
but I can
He
talk
has
to you
both me
privately
and
without somebody
Leah
yelling in my ear.
muted,
we're both
so
muted.
I think
and it's because
Leah
we're
is
saying he doesn't things he doesn't
too
want to hear.
upset still and doesn't want to play with John anymore. Just I guess there's no fixing it based on what I'm hearing, and I see why. So it's just a thing about better communication and trying not to. Let's see.
You're okay, Gretchen. Just explain it as best as you can for me to at least understand it.
Yeah, just Leah's upset that she wasn't heard and she got thrown under the bus by everyone because they know you and she's still a new member, well, was a new member of the group. And just how excuse me kind of explain that part to me that it's not fair that when someone's saying, oh, stop this or that,
Hmm.
that is us. But I feel like it also has to do with him playing with a bunch of people and not remembering who to. So you kind of have to also remind them and be like, pineapple, or let him know.
And I think that's
But
what
yeah,
she meant by me texting her privately, because I texted her that what I sometimes have to text you that we have to pineapple this person because their microphone or something like that.
yeah, but
She
I
also
think
said
that
something.
I think Leah's too upset with the whole situation to keep playing.
She shouldn't be. I'm trying to understand, but
And
You're
it's
not. He's
understandable
not
because
though.
Wait, can you hear me?
No,
Am
he
I
muted
still
us.
oh, you
muted?
cut it out.
Did
John
you?
wants Leah wants to know if she got muted or not, so she could ask you something.
Well, they're just yelling at me, Gretzy, but I need you to understand it where
We're not.
everything's at a
Oh my
cool,
god,
like,
I'm going
calm
to.
head and stuff like that. I can
Tony,
understand
are you
everything
gonna
you're saying.
yell?
Honestly, you should say you
They're,
won't
they're,
talk to
they're
him
Okay,
they're
unless
she's
both
we
gonna
need
doing
to
yell.
be
it.
in
I
there.
couldn't.
Okay, she said she's not gonna yell, so if you can unmute her.
Can't you just be our mediator,
She
please?
was never yelling, first of all. I'm a little feisty. She was never yelling. She was only saying things that he didn't want to hear. Just so
I
you know.
probably cussed at him. I
Listen,
probably said fuck here
Gretzy,
and there,
I
but
But
don't know
you
if
were
I ever
I
calm
told
didn't.
you
I
this.
didn't
voiced.
yell
Yeah,
at him.
Yeah, she
Huh?
did not yell at him.
Well, that too.
you just cussed them out.
Yeah,
That's all
No,
pretty
she
he just
much.
didn't
said.
like what she was
That's
saying, so he muted her. That's his.
Nobody on my
sorry.
stream can hear that or nothing, but
And
I
I
just
don't
want you to
know.
know
You
something.
can
My
go
old best
back.
friend from high school, when I had my
And I had
crazy ex baby
my
mama about 3 or 4 years
my
ago,
ex baby
Leah,
mama.
stop.
Sorry.
Nobody gives a shit.
she had slept with my best friend,
I
so
don't
you know
fucking
my
care.
trust in
That
guys
doesn't
have always been
excuse your
bad.
behavior.
Okay,
Um,
that's a little going off topic here, but
no,
that's
no,
horrible that that happened to you.
no,
I
It
it's
feel
doesn't
bad.
irrelevant.
excuse your
But
fucking behavior.
It's
I'm
irrelevant.
trying to help the bestie here.
I
Tell
know,
him to
but they're
unmute
talking
me and
still, and
quit
I'm
being
trying to talk to you, and
tell him to unmute
Hold
me.
on, I have like three people talking at me at the same time.
I
Sorry.
know. I'm sorry.
Just tell him to unmute me.
Leah says, uh, unmute her, please.
You go what?
I added please. She said, just tell him to unmute me. And Leah, you're not gonna go psycho, right?
I didn't even go
Why do you
She
psycho. It's
never
just he
did.
doesn't. Wait, I
She
didn't
could
even
feel
go
it.
No.
psycho. Like he just got
He just
super
doesn't want to
offended.
hear what she's saying.
Yeah, he gaslighted me pretty much.
He,
Oh,
uh-huh.
You can go back and look and like, yeah.
Now it's cutting in and out.
Am I still muted?
is she still muted?